hi team, I hope you're all well. Today we are going to be doing a haul. This is going to include a Fairyloot and Illumicrate unboxing at the beginning. But yeah, we're going to do a bit of a haul. This is a post-Yalc haul. Actually, this is a pre and post-Yalc haul because this encompasses both June and July. So there's quite a few books here. I don't know how many. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. I'm not going to go into what all of these books are about. If I know generally, I might guesstimate, but otherwise I'm just going to show you the book. And that will be it, because otherwise it's going to be a really long video. So to start off with, we are going to unbox the Fairyloot box. Now, I've had to take all of this out of the box because it was delivered yesterday and left outside. So the box was wet through, and as soon as I got in, I had to take everything out straight away. So I couldn't really leave it in the box, otherwise it would have been damaged. So this is a very unconventional boxing, but I actually haven't looked at anything. I've just pulled it all out and packed it all together so that I can go through it with you. So this is the spoiler card, and this theme is Trials and Retribution. Lovely. So we do have, these are obviously usually at the bottom of the box, but I've put them on top. We've got the tarot cards, and they are featuring Sloane and Dane from Blood Scion, which I have not read yet, but I do have a copy of. I don't know if I'm too fussed about that book, but these are beautiful. So very nice illustrations. And then we do have this little pouch here, a Leela letter opener. Oh my god, is it Leela? Oh yes. Leela Bard inspired. This is really, really beautiful. I love it when they do these. Very pretty indeed. From A Dark Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. Then we have what sounds like to be more reusable straws, which I am buzzing about. I use my reusable straws all the time. Ooh, pretty. Okay, so they don't have anything written on them, but we do have like a collection of a large straw and then some normal size straws. But if this would like to focus on the straws, that would be nice. There's like a really nice, they're like gold, solid gold at the top, and then like a really nice pattern as you get further down the straw. Very nice. And as always, we get a cleaner as well. And then we have this. It's a little, it looks like a photo album, and on the front it says a little adventure. Oh, it is a photo album. Maybe it's to put like the spoiler cards in it, because they are for a big picture. If not, you know, usually these are split in half. And this classy print album fits perfectly your art prints and monthly theme cards. Yeah, that's a nice idea though, because I never know what to do with them. Sometimes I throw them away, but they're really pretty, so sometimes I do want to keep them. So that's a really nice idea, especially if you don't have a great deal of wall space. And then we have Gideon the Ninth socks, which I love the Fairyloot socks. They always fit so nicely. So I haven't read Gideon the Ninth, but these are some nice looking socks, so I'm here for those. We do have another pin flag, which I am always here for. I will always say yes to a new pin flag because I have too many pins, not enough flags. And this is inspired by Dance of Thieves, which I have not read. Nobody's surprised. And then we have the book. So, ooh, there's some pretty edges. We have a Dear Reader letter. That is a very nice but grim looking thing, illustration. We have the bookmark that matches the spoiler card, and we have the fairy scoop, and then we has the book. Ooh, The Darkening by Sunya Mara. I have not heard of this. These are some very pretty edges though. Look at those. Nice. That cover's beautiful. Look at the end papers. Looks like light and dark, which would make sense for the title of the book, to be fair. Very pretty end papers indeed. Don't think, by the looks of things, there's anything underneath the dust jacket. Oh, pretty. Very nice. And it's signed by the author. Okay, let's find out what this is about. I will go through what the Fairyloot and Illumicrate books are about. Prince Dalka was born for one purpose: to protect his home from the storm, a deadly force that surrounds his city and curses everyone it touches. Vesper Vale, sorry, I was thinking of Victor Vale. Vesper Vale is the daughter of failed revolutionaries. Since the Queen sentenced her mother to death by the storm, she and her father have been on the run. So when the Queen's soldiers, led by Prince Dalsa, catch up to Vesper's father, she will do whatever it takes to save him from sharing her mother's cruel fate. Even arm herself with her father's book of dangerous experimental magic. Even infiltrate the prince's elite squad of soldier sorcerers. Even cheat her way into his cold heart. But when Vesper learns that there's more to the story of her mother's death and that her home is in dire peril, she has little choice: trust the devious prince with her family's secrets, or follow her mother's footsteps into the storm. Interesting. Nice. Very beautiful book. And in the Fairy Scoop, we do have an interview with the author, as always, going on about some exciting August 2022 releases. Wilder is the Witch is on there, which I'm so excited for. It's my most anticipated book of the year. And there will be a read-along starting on August 22nd of the Darkling. Got the Darkling in my head, I don't know why. And next month's theme is Tell Me Lies. In this box you can expect items inspired by Gilded, Romeo and Juliet, an item inspired by a mix of fandoms, and a fandom neutral item. We are thrilled to reveal that the box will include the next collectible foiled mythology bookmarks, and it will also have a gorgeous item that we have never included before. Interesting. So that was Fairyloot's box, and then I do have the Illumicrate box here, which is the book only option. Because I do not get the entire box anymore. I do wish that they would include a bloody spoiler card with this though. Like, it frustrates the life out of me. I don't know what the theme is. I know nothing about anything else with the book or anything. So we've got The Drowned Woods by Emily Lloyd Jones. I have never heard of this before. Oceans will rise, a kingdom will fall. Cover's pretty. Oh, sprayed edges. I don't know why that was a surprise to me. I wasn't expecting it, clearly. Ooh, pretty. Okay, so we have this foiling. Oh, it's a person. I don't know if you'll be able to see that a bit quicker than I did, but it's a person's face here, and there's some fish here. Very nice. And then underneath the dust jacket, we do have this. Pretty. There's a lot going on with it, but it's nice. Okay, what's this about? Once upon a time, the kingdoms of Wales, oh interesting, the kingdoms of Wales were rife with magic and conflict. An 18-year-old Mare is well acquainted with both. At the last living water divider, she can manipulate water with magic, a unique elemental power many would kill to possess. I really love elemental magic, so I might really like this one. For years, Mare has been running from the prince who bound her into his service and forced her to kill thousands with her magic. Now, all Mare truly wants is safe, quiet life, far from powers and politics. But then, Mare's old handler, the king's spymaster, returns with a proposition. Use her powers to bring down the very prince that abused them both. With the help of a fey cursed man, a snarky thief and a corgi that may or may not be a spy, Mare must decide if she's prepared to run for the rest of her life or to stand and fight for freedom and peace. Part heist novel, part dark fairy tale, and rich with Welsh legends, The Drowned Woods is an ethereal fantasy perfect for fans of Kristen Kishore and Maria V. Snyder. I haven't read from either of those authors before, but this actually sounds really good. So, nice. Good shout, Illumicrate. Please, for the love of God, start doing spoiler cards for the book-only boxes, please. Please, please. Okay, so I do have a selection of books here that have been sent to me, whether it be by publishers or by friends. So the first one is Double Booked by Lily Linden, and this one was sent to me by the publishers, so thank you to Head of Zeus aka Bloomsbury for sending me this one. Lily Linden was at the Yalk convention and I didn't really know anything about this book, but Maddie wouldn't stop going on about it. I know Pris bought it while we were there, but Maddie was going on and on and on about this one, and she met Lil Linden to get it signed. So then when I got home, bizarrely enough, the day after I got home, they reached out, the publishers reached out and asked me did I want a copy, and I was like, you know what, actually yeah, I will do, because my friend went on about it and said that I would really enjoy it. So I think it is like, it's contemporary. I think it's maybe more women's fic than it is romance, but I'm not sure. So it sounds good. So I'm interested in that one. So thanks to the publisher for sending me that one. And then I do have Waking the Witch by Rachel Burge. And this one was sent to me by Hotkey Books. So thank you to them for sending me this one. This was like a, they did like a tweet about it, and it was a very vague tweet, and then it was a case of, you know, what was the thing? It was like witches in Welsh witches something something. Oh, a darkly spellbinding tale of female empowerment steeped in Welsh mythology and Arthurian legend. I think that was kind of like the gist of the tweet, and it was a case of, if you're interested, drop me a DM with your email address, and then the woman who was running the campaign was like, do you want to know more about it, or surprise? And I was like, surprise please. So that's exactly what this is, and it comes out on the 18th of August. It's not too long. I am hoping to get to it before then, but obviously bit of a fantasy slump, so, but I'm just excited about the witches and Arthurian legend, to be honest. Anything with an Arthurian legend in it, I'm here for. And then from Pittacus, I did get a couple of books. So I got Don't Go Baking My Heart by N.G. Peltier, which they did approve an e-arc for me on NetGalley, but they have sent me a physical copy as well. I haven't read Sweet Hand, which they sent me last year, and I feel really bad about it, so I am wondering whether or not to binge the pair of them and read them both at some point. But I believe that this is going to be a romance book with some baking in it, which I am here for. And then they did send me, I can't remember if it was one or two of these, but I purchased the one or two others that I didn't get from them. I think it might have been Twisted Hate that they sent me, which is the most recent one. I know the new one's coming out very, very soon. So then I think I then did purchase Twisted Love and Twisted Game. So thank you to Pittacus for that. I do plan on doing a reading vlog, hopefully at some point, of these and binge the series. And then I did get these two books gifted to me. So I got Two for Tacos by Betsy St. Amant from CC. Thank you, CC. I also miss you, my love. And again, I think this is going to be a romance, a foodie romance book, which I'm wanting to get into a little bit more, and also keep encouraging Jade to keep picking up because she enjoys them. And then I also got Wretched by Emily McIntyre from Amanda and Mike. So thank you to them two both for sending me this one. They really didn't have to, but thank you so much, my angels. I really do appreciate it. This is the third and currently final book in the Never After novel series. The first one being Hooked, and the second one being Scarred. I read Hooked in one night and gave it 5 stars. I do have Scarred, so now I have Wretched as well, which I am looking forward to picking up. I don't know what retelling this one is. Oh, Faded Yellow Bricks, so Wizard of Oz retelling maybe? Potentially, I don't know. But very dark romances, would recommend. Speaking of dark romances, we're into books that I've gotten now. So I do have the Mindfuck series by S.T. Abbey. I am currently reading this one, and I am partway through book 2 at the moment, so I'm around here. And I'm really enjoying myself. I gave book 1 5 stars, absolutely loved it. I also noticed as well, I believe that this author has now passed away, which is such a shame. But I also noticed while writing a hashtag for this on a video, that their name, when you put it all together as like a hashtag, it looks like Stabby, which I find a little bit amusing considering the themes in this book. This is a serial killer romance. She is a serial killer, he is an FBI agent. It's very good. I would recommend. Dark romance, obviously. I did get a couple of graphic novels. So I did get Scales and Scoundrels, book 1, Where Dragons Wander, which is a dragon graphic novel. I don't know anything about it. Jade recommended it, so I did pick it up, and it sounds good. Always looking to add to my graphic novel collection. And then I did get Inkblot Volume 1 as well. I picked this up because Jade picked it up from Forbidden Planet while we were in London. I didn't have any idea until I started watching her haul. So I decided to go ahead and purchase it. I think it is about a sorceress and there is a cat in it, which I am here for. And then we will go through those in a minute because there are a couple of pre-orders. There are also books from like Fairyloot and Illumicrate that have come over the last couple of months. I do have The House Across the Lake by Riley Sager, which you will have seen in my Yalk vlog because I bought a copy of this from Forbidden Planet. Then I got home and a copy was waiting for me from Blackwell's. So now I have 2 copies and I gave this book 2 stars. Great. I do have a copy of Dinosaur Therapy, which is absolutely adorable. It's just a little like comic strip type thing about these dinosaurs sharing wisdom about depression and relationships and anxiety, etc, etc, and it's adorable and I absolutely love it and I needed to have it. Then I have Hex by Jenny Fagan. I purchased this one to read during Whateverthon as it's one of India's favourite books, but I just didn't get round to reading it, so I am hoping to get to it maybe during spooky season. It is a witchy book and it's about the witch trials and stuff, and it starts on the 4th of December 1591, which obviously 1591 was not the year I was born, obviously, or was it? The 4th of December is the day I was born, so I found that quite amusing. Then I got How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackie, and I picked this one up during a book shopping trip, which I will leave a link to up here. Just on a whim. I'd been having a chat actually with my in-person book club near home, and somebody had said that they'd started this one and they were really enjoying it, and I've heard good things, so I did pick it up. Also on that book trip I did get these 3 books from Waterstones. So I did get In My Dreams I Hold a Knife by Ashley Winstead. I've heard incredible things about this one and I really want to get 2 more thrillers and like horror books as well, so I picked that one up. I also got Hidden Pictures by Jason Rekulak, which again, heard good things. I'm really intrigued by the multimedia in here as well, so mixed media, sorry, in here as well, so I am hyped for that one. And then I also got Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Again, this was a Maddie influence. She hasn't shut up about this book for ages, so I purchased it and it has beautiful blue sprayed edges, so I got those. Speaking of sprayed edges, I got The King is Dead by Benjamin Dean, and this has yellow sprayed edges because it's the Waterstones exclusive. I can't remember if it's signed as well. No, it's not. I probably should have got it signed by Benjamin while I was at Yalk because I did have this before I went, but never mind. Benjamin Dean was at Yalk, and I have read Me and My Dead and the End of the Rainbow, and I have his other middle grade as well. Something to Do with Sunshine, which I haven't yet read, but I really want to. But I enjoy his writing style, so I wanted to, despite the fact that I don't read much YA anymore, I did want to get this one because it does sound interesting as well. It's a YA mystery thriller-esque type book. I did purchase The Bingo Hall Detective by Jonathan Whitelaw. This was the in-person book club I was just talking about. This was the first book they ever picked up and I just missed it. So I did want to pick it up so that I could, you know, kind of be up to date with the book club. Whether or not I actually get to it, I don't know. But it says an irresistible slice of murder and mystery. There's a killer on the loose in the Lake District, and the members of Penrith Bingo Club have decided they're the ones to catch the culprit. Sounds like a cozy mystery, to be fair, so maybe I will try it. Do want to try and get into those a little bit more. Then I do have a sci-fi novella from Tor, and this is January 15th by Rachel Swirsky. Every now and then I go on the hunt for some Tor novellas because I really enjoy them. I don't think I've met a Tor novella I didn't like so far. So January 15th, the day all Americans receive their annual universal basic income payment. So this is to do with, it's obviously going to have like politics in it, but it is a sci-fi as well. And there's a lot going on. It's queer and I'm here for it. Very excited. I also got Dating You, Hating You by Christina Lauren. I am obsessed with these covers, like the new covers that are coming out for Christina Lauren's books. I really want to get Love and Other Things as well in the new cover to match this. But really, really pretty, very floppy, because I did get it from either Blackwell's or Book Depository, because I do like the American floppy paperbacks. And I want to get to some more of Christina Lauren's backlist. So everyone knows that all's fair in love and war, but these two will learn that sabotage is a dish best served naked. Nice. I love that. I did get My Dearest Darkest by Kayla Cottingham. I haven't read her previous book, which was, I don't friggin' know because it doesn't tell me. I hate when they do that. Give me a list of their backlist. No idea. But I haven't read that one, but this one sounds really interesting. It is a paranormal, supernatural type book. While all towns have their ghosts, Rainwater's were special. The island had a habit of keeping things long after they were gone, and when Finch Chamberlain stepped foot into Rainwater, Maine, it decided to keep her. Nice. I'm here for that. Oh, speaking of Scarred, here we go, by Emily McIntyre. I did purchase this one as well, so now I do. I didn't need to purchase these, they're all on Kindle Unlimited, but here's the issue that I have. The covers are gorgeous, so I had to. There was no option in the matter. This is a Lion King retelling. Dark retelling. Then I do have Love Letters to the Dead by Ava Delaria. I went to visit my little library. We've now got a little library in town, and I went to go and visit it, drop some books off, leave some bookmarks in there, and I ended up picking this one up because it sounds really good. Again, it's YA, which I don't tend to go to anymore, but it does sound really good. It's about a English class whose new assignment is to write letters to the dead. So Laurel chooses Kurt Cobain. Because he died young, and so did Laurel's sister May, so maybe he'll understand what Laurel's going through. And I think she just continues to write letters to famous dead people. So on the back it's got Janis Joplin, Heath Ledger, River Phoenix, Amelia Earhart, Amy Winehouse, and it sounds really, really interesting. But the ghost of Laurel's past cannot be contained between the lines of pages forever. She must face up to them before it consumes her. So I am here for this. It's obviously got very deep meaning behind it with, you know, grief and stuff. So it does sound good though. I thought it sounded really interesting. I did then pick up The Hearts We Sold by Emily Lloyd Jones. This is a recommendation from Ratbag, so I picked this one up. This does not look like the kind of book that she would pick up, but regardless, I am very excited about this one. On the back it says, losing your heart is easy, getting it back is another story. So it is fantasy, I believe, as well. My battery's dying, of course it is. I got Witchlands by Clarabelle A. Ortega. This is middle grade, I think. Bond with our magic before the black moon. Bond by a circle, for no circle spells doom. It sounds really good. So, oh, it could be YA actually. 12-year-old Seven Salazar. 12, so middle grade. So I'm interested in that one as well for spooky season. And then we do have a stack here of like Fairyloot and Illumicrate, and a couple of Waterstones orders as well. So we'll go through these very briefly. We've got This Vicious Grace by Emily Theed. This one is a Fairyloot exclusive, and it looks like this, and it's got like, I think, is it lemons or something on the sprayed edges, which are absolutely gorgeous, with very beautiful end papers. And underneath the dust jacket looks like this. So very pretty from Fairyloot. It is a little bit mucky on the edges, to be fair. When you get really light edges though, it's hard not to get them mucky. And then we also got Twin Crowns by Catherine Webber and Catherine Doyle, which I've heard from Gav is very, very good. This is a YA book about two sisters in the battle for the crown of Ina. Where will your allegiances lie? And it's got gorgeous sprayed edges, so I do have that one as well. And then also from Fairyloot we have The Stardust Thief by Chelsea Abdullah, which I believe this is recommended if you enjoyed the Lights of the David trilogy, which I freaking loved. So I am keen on this one. It's got beautiful purple sprayed edges, and also very, very nice end papers. And underneath the dust jacket looks like this. My Thomas, my nephew, says things like this. Look at these. It's his new favourite thing to say. Then we have 12th by Janet Key, and this came in Owlcrate Junior. I think this came in Owlcrate Junior. Hands trembling, Maren picked up the little envelope and turned it over. On the back was some writing in the same fancy cursive scrawl, and as soon as she read the words written there, she understood. There was a ring, the play was key, and for some reason, someone for some reason wanted her to find it. It's middle grade, and it's to do, I think it's like a 12th night retelling by Shakespeare. So interesting. Then we have We All Fall Down by Rose Sabo, and this is an Illumicrate book, and it's got some very, very gorgeous edges as well. And we have, oh, it's plain under the dust jacket. But this one again, obviously it will be a fantasy, looks all right, we will see. Then we have The Undertaking of Heart and Mercy by Megan Bannon. I'm really excited about this one actually. This came in the Fairyloot adult box, I'm fairly certain. Yes, it did. And I'm so excited. Look at those end papers. Don't they look beautiful? And this one just sounds absolutely fantastic. I haven't heard of it before until it came in the Fairyloot adult box, but I am so here for it. It says the house in the Cerulean Sea meets You've Got Mail in this quirky, refreshing fantasy with a rom-com worthy twist. Feckin' love The House in the Cerulean Sea and You've Got Mail. You've Got Mail is one of my favourite movies of all time. I love it. So I'm very excited about that one. I can't wait to get to it soon. Sorry if the angle's changed. My battery died. I did just go upstairs to change the battery out, and I just found another couple books, so show you those in a second. I do have 2 copies of Her Majesty's Royal Coven now though, by Juno Dawson. I didn't realise one of these was coming in a subscription box, which it did. It came in the adult Fairyloot box, which I'm really happy about. So I do have 2 copies, as you can see. One of them is the Waterstones edition, and one of them is the Fairyloot Illumicrate. No, Fairyloot Illumicrate. One of those. One of them is the Waterstones special edition, and one of them is the Fairyloot special edition. So they look like this on this side, and then when you spin them round, the Fairyloot edition is the one with writing on and black sprayed edges, while the Waterstones one has yellow sprayed edges. So I am excited by, it's the same book, but I am excited by both of them. I was going to cancel this, to be honest. It is signed by Juno, but then I was like, well, I feel like I'm going to enjoy this book, so let's keep it and see what happens. I'm very excited by this one. It sounds fantastic, and I've heard nothing but good things. So this one is the Fairyloot one. It has some Latin down the side, I believe. It is signed by Juno, and it is bright pink underneath with a goat on it. Both sides. So very nice indeed. Hidden among us is a secret coven of witches. Known as Her Majesty's Royal Coven, they protect the crown and country from magical forces and otherworldly evil. Be prepared to be bewitched by Juno Dawson's first adult series, a story of ancient prophecies and modern dating, a sacred sisterhood and demonic frenemies. I want to pick this up immediately, but I'm also terrified that once I do that, I'm going to want the sequel immediately. So I've been putting it off a little bit. Then I do have Heatwave by TJ Klune, which is the 3rd and final book in the Extraordinary series. I love the Extraordinaries. I haven't yet read the 2nd one, which is Flashfire. So I can now binge the series, so that's really good. This is a superhero series following these 2 people. We actually initially just follow Nick and his dad, who is a cop, but there are like extraordinaries within the town and stuff, and Nick has a big crush on one of the main extraordinaries, and it just kind of goes from there. TJ Klune's fantastic, and I love. So then I also have The Daughter of Dr. Moreau by Silvia Moreno Garcia. I have only read 1 book by Silvia Moreno Garcia, which was Gods of Jane and Shadow, but I own all of her others, and I'm really excited to maybe do like an author binge at some point. But I'm so hyped about this one. I do want to read The Island of Moreau, which I think that's how you pronounce it anyway, Moreau? Morio. I'm not sure. Just so that I know the original story. I don't know if it will affect this at all, but it would be nice to know the original story. But I am excited about this one. What I'm devastated about is that I ordered the Waterstones special edition, which had bright pink, this colour bright pink sprayed edges, and it was signed, and it got cancelled by Waterstones, and I'm devastated. So now I have a plain edition, which, you know, is fine. It will fit on my shelves perfectly with my other Sylvia Marino Garcia, because none of those are special edition. But I'm just annoyed because I had it pre-ordered for a long time. Then I also got Slewfoot, which is a tale of bewitchery by Brom. I've heard, actually I haven't heard a lot of things about this, but from Riley Marie, she really enjoyed it, and I think Ashley got it as well from a Frolic Through Fiction, so I wanted to pick it up. It's got like pictures in it and stuff. So it sounds good, and I'm thinking of saving this one again for like around spooky season. How have I only just noticed that? That was terrifying. What the fuck? Just shit myself scrolling through that then. So I am intrigued by this one. And then the final book that I did get is Do You Dream of Terror 2 by Temi O. I picked this one up because G really enjoyed it when she read it last month during her reading the Colour Wheel vlog. And I feel like me and G kind of come together a lot on sci-fi. We really enjoy Andy Weir's writing style, and I have enjoyed a couple of other sci-fis that she's also enjoyed. So I am intrigued by this one as well, and then she was singing its praises. So I'm intrigued, and I did want to get a hardback of it because it's a really pretty cover. So that's what I did. And those are all of the books that I got in the months of June and July. So yeah. Chat to me in the comments down below. Let me know if you've read any of them. Let me know what your thoughts have been on some of these, and I shall see you in the next video. Bye for now.